Tone deaf automotive marketing. What is this? What's today's show? I'm just jumping right in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not doing any. Here's what's happening.
Okay. Okay. Do an
Thanks for
intro.
joining in. YouTube, LinkedIn, thanks so much. I'm starting to realize there's no more audience for this show. Do you know why?
Why is that? Because nobody cares.
Right. Nobody cares. This is tone deaf automotive marketing, which is basically automotive marketing. And to be clear, I'm not picking on any one company. Okay, I'm not. I'm really not. Everybody plays a part in this. Let's go through the slides. It is business as usual. That's what it is. That's what's happening. Put the caution tape around the semi. Don't worry about that. Just step over him. That's fine. That's normal. I say get to know your ecosystem, but that's not happening. It's not. It's not going to happen. That is tone deaf automotive marketing. Saying something that is never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Nobody cares. Yeah, that's true. We are the ecosystem's neutral zone. Nobody cares about that. We don't need one of those, Jay. Because we have tone deaf automotive marketing. Oh, I don't even have my applause button set up. I'll have to get that set up. I do Tuesday night show sometimes. And we talked about reducing motor carrier risk Tuesday night. This was a really great show. Guess what?
What?
Sounds boring not tuning in. Not a big deal. Not a problem. Insurance is kind of boring. It's just a necessary thing you got to do. Thursdays at noon, industry logistics, talking about AI. Actually, that's not boring, as we learned. Wow. And I'm actually in an AI webinar on my laptop right now, but I have it
Yeah.
muted because I'm doing this show. Not sure why. I should probably just go back to the AI webinar. Show me the truck. Let's take a look at the truck. This guy's ready to sell. We don't know why, but I have seen other guys say I'm done. I'm ready to sell. That was actually, we saw that a lot. Remember when ELD was coming like 5
Yeah,
years
that
ago?
happened a lot. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, ready to sell. I'm out of here. Actually, I was thinking about how there are guys that I used to see with their trucks and their chrome and their truck lights and all that stuff. And they were really proud of their trucks. I don't see those guys anymore. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're doing. But I think a lot of those guys have gone out, because you build up to the 9-car hauler, you're proud of it, and then you got to get out because, well, this industry's not for the carrier, which is one of the premises I started the channel on, and I thought I could try to connect the verticals. That's not going to happen. This is the future of car hauling, right? You got these, words, digit, robot, whatever. This is the future of car hauling. Now, it's not today. It's not tomorrow. But it's coming. Just like a record laying in a ditch, someday somebody will find this video and go, oh yeah, Jay was talking about that in 2025. Remember that guy, Jay? Remember Sue? Remember Jay and Sue talking about all this crazy, weird stuff? Well, that's, yeah. I want to get my sound effects because I love the applause. It makes me feel good. This is the future of car hauling. Now, I don't know exactly how it works, and this is the primitive stuff. But this is the future of car hauling. So when you see the future of automotive, everybody loves to use that stuff. That's actually tone deaf automotive marketing as well. This is not tone deaf. This is real. This is what's going to happen. So let's go through some memos. Did you know this? Did you know that Carketa transport is powered by a Certus? Have you heard of this?
No, I've never heard of it.
Right? Now, Carketa, because I do read news articles, I've gone to trade shows, talked to people, learned stuff, connecting verticals. Carketa is a dealer software, kind of a vehicle appraisal, I'm not good at explaining it because it's complicated to understand how all these things work. But it's basically a dealer-facing software to help dealers understand their inventory and what's selling. And now Carketa is in It's the same logo, it's the same Carketa, but now Carketa Transport, which connected with Acertus to help with transport, is now a transport service. What I think I'm trying to say is Carketa Transport was born out of dealer software, not, to my understanding, a veteran transportation service. This is the future of auto transport. Here we go. What is this? You sent me this. Verified shipper status revoked for blank transport. Do you
Well,
know what this is?
yeah, I sent that to you because that's a
It's a
really big
broker?
company. And
It is?
yeah.
Wow.
And
I didn't even know the name of the company. That's how many brokers there are.
yeah, well, it's not a huge company by like standards of Metro or anything like that. It's a company that moves a lot of Teslas, and if you move Teslas, you've hauled for this company. We've also had problems with getting paid from this company, but then that changed and it was all good again. And apparently now their authorities have been revoked.
So
So
how did you get a copy of this?
I
Because
guess
you
they
tried to...
super sent that out to everybody that has ever hauled for that company
Oh, wow.
to let you know. See, and that honestly, that is something
Whoa.
that should be happening with
Wow.
all broker boards or whatever you want to call it.
Wow. No wonder I'm not used to it.
Yeah, because we've never seen it before.
So
You're right.
my immediate reaction was, if I worked for that company and it's not true, I'm calling a lawyer.
Well,
But
I'm
is it
pretty sure
true?
they got
Okay.
notification of it.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm assuming
Well,
it's true.
and legal minefields are part of the reason why you can't say anything anymore. Like literally, there's right now somebody's watching this show thinking, "How do I get a lawyer on this?" I
Mhm.
promise you,
Probably.
I'm sure of it. Speaking of fighting fraud, driving truckers out of business. Yeah, I guess that fraud is one of the things putting truckers out of business. I'm not sure if it's the main thing, but it sure isn't helping.
No.
And, again, that's a snooze. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Small business trucker lacks the resources to prevent scams originating, blah, 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 blah. Boring.
Yep.
I know. And see, here's what's fascinating. Jay, that's so not cool. Well, I did get a call many months ago. Jay, want to put together a show because we're doing a broker fraud committee board thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at some point, the company's got to say, God, we're not making, really, this isn't generating any income. Why are we doing this? Right? I don't know. I mean, well, how much money did we lose? Are we losing enough money to make it a priority? That's actually the bumper sticker. Are we losing enough money to make it a priority? See, that's why I wanted the applause button handy. Okay. And go ahead, hate the content. I'm used to it. But deep down, wait a second. God, that's a really good point. We're not going to say anything, but that is a good point. All right, that's fine. We can live with that. We are your chainsaw. I don't mind being your chainsaw. Hey, welcome to Auto Transport. You can do whatever you want. You can, you do, everybody does. Here's a great one. How most brokers handle reefer LTL like an Uno game.
Or
Quote,
draw
reefer
25.
LTL or draw. Now, we don't work in freight, so this isn't as funny. I guess we need a car hauler Uno deck.
Yeah, but
And what's really funny, somebody made a meme, I should have grabbed it, of Trump playing Uno with Zelensky. Did you see the...
yeah, I saw that.
It was awesome. No. Oh, wait, no. What we need is... Yeah, there we go. That's terrible. Okay, sometimes I see, like, moments of sunlight in the thunderclouds. This guy actually posted this. Whoa, philosophy? A broker's dilemma. This was actually posted on LinkedIn. He's probably been kicked off of LinkedIn ever since, but he wrote Broker's Dilemma. As freight brokers, we often deal with situations where we know a lane's rate is too low and carriers are running at a loss. Yet, for various reasons,
Mm-hmm.
money, don't care, whatever. There's always a truck willing to take the load. And as brokers, we're caught in the middle. Wow, you can feel like this guy's this is terrible. He's feeling his conscience. He's posting on LinkedIn only to be destroyed. If you try to push for a rate increase, the shipper, who understands the market well, will just find another broker or carrier ready to step in, even at a lower price. It's a race to the bottom. Yeah, I know. It's on LinkedIn. It's crazy. Personally, I don't feel good about this. Wow. A mission statement. Over time, even good clients turn into cheap shippers. Big shocker. And that's where the dysfunction starts. So what happens? You keep moving that lane, earning your thin margin, all while knowing the carriers hauling it are running at a loss. But as long as you can find a truck, the lane stays active.
Yep.
That lane will never die. Never. There's always another cheap truck
Yep.
busy going out of business. In fact, I was thinking it'd be a great t-shirt. Busy going out of business. It's a win-lose. The shipper always wins, which is interesting because carriers have come to think that the broker always wins, but yeah, it is the shipper always wins. The shipper always wins, and it's so funny, then where's my car, and how come I can't get the guy on the phone? God, I wonder why.
Yes, exactly.
Jeez. But again, file that under nobody cares. Who gives a shit? There, I said it. She says the pendulum always swings. This is an interesting comment. The crazy tight market a few years ago made it worse. I couldn't believe how high the rates went. I knew the market would come down again, but thought there'd be a new normal. I love that new normal is also total bullshit. It's never true.
No.
There's no more new normals.
No.
There's just more extremes. I never imagined rates would get this low while costs are so high. I feel like it is now revenge of the shippers, because they feel brokers and carriers took advantage of them. Again, I find that interesting. Insight into brokers taking advantage of shippers. Nah, that can't be true. That's all BS. I fear when the market swings again, it'll be just as extreme. It will. If we can live till revenge of the carriers, look out. They will have their revenge. If they live that long.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, it starts with the broker. It'll save the broker that says no a whole lot of headaches from not cycling through different low-cost carriers, which probably don't have the best communications anyways. See, and there you go. This is why we have no audience. Lack of communication. Because the only people that care are busy going out of business, and they probably don't... I'm not going to finish that sentence. It'll just sound terrible. Load boards are telling dealerships what to charge for transport. And then we go to this is the real stinking, steaming pile. I love LinkedIn because it is the most BS social media platform of all time now. You see, everyone says it's all about relationships, but it's really about show me the money.
Mm-hmm.
We are like that rebel camp in Terminator 1 that dies. That's ATI. That's us. Because the Terminator wins. Now, I don't know if that's how they ended the movie. They had to, make sure people wanted to see the next episode. But the Terminator wins. There's Terminators out there winning. They're going to keep winning. Hey, do you remember this? Exactly. Nobody remembers this.
Mm-mm.
Because it doesn't matter. You have the French Revolution where people are dying, and she says, let them eat cake. Tone deaf. That is automotive marketing. It is Jover. Have you heard this? It's so Jover. I realize something. If we want to, what good automotive marketing is now? Just if it's stupid and bad, we call it Joe Biden. So if you're bitching about low rates, you must be Joe Biden. That's Joe Biden. And if you're into rich guy automotive tone deaf marketing, that's Trump. You're with Trump. Now, I don't listen. I don't really care about the politics, but we have politicized everything to where now we can just twist it however we want. That's tone deaf automotive marketing. It's Jover. Come on, Joe Biden. Why are you worried about low rates? Stinking Joe Biden. This guy said this guy posted this on LinkedIn. I'm burnt out. I have a direct customer I'm going to go see. I might jump into brokering. Cap myself at 10%. Give transparency. I say stay fishing. Because when you come back in and you go for that transparency, you're going to wish you had stayed fishing. That should be the next movie, Stayed Fishing. And that brings me to this. I'm not going to say anything, but what do you see? Is this... Who's the audience for this? Is it the carrier?
I think it's supposed to be the carrier because that's who's sitting kind of like that.
Okay. So there's a carrier in the picture. Does that look like the average? Is that it?
No, I don't think they're
Right?
young like that.
Like, we're just doing it, right? We're just doing it because nobody will do this, and it won't matter anyways. It just none of it matters. But like I feel like when they got the shot, they're like, cut, that was great, and the guy's like, great, because I'm out of here. I don't know why I'm sitting on a truck. Who does this job, right?
Right.
What did you just take a photo of? Oh, I'm a carrier? Oh, really? Okay. Sure. Because I think the ad would have said, need guy to, represent younger generation, doing smart business, and you will happen to be sitting with a truck. And the actor's like, well, okay, I don't know what that is, but okay. Because the ad didn't say need guy to play trucker. Right? That would have been a different photo.
Yeah.
Now again, I'm speculating, I'm having fun, this is humorous news or parody or whatever, but I constantly see this. I see this marketing and I'm thinking, who is this for? Why is this happening? Who is this blog for? I came up with this idea many years ago called writing for robots. This is before I even heard of AI. I think this is writing for robots. Right? This is just search engine optimization stuff. I don't know. I think it's strange. And I know nobody cares. We are now, remember you knew somebody in high school that made like a homemade punk rock magazine and you're like, man, that was awesome. And they only made like 2 issues because they, ran out of money and audience and time and patience and all those other strange human qualities. That's us. ATI is that weird punk magazine that was around for a while. And we reminisce about it. One day we'll be on our boat thinking, yeah, whatever happened to that punk rock magazine? So now we're going to get to your beef. We're not even going to, I don't even think we're going to go, let's go another 10 minutes. I'm changing. I think you're seeing a slight change here at ATI, and I think you're going to continue to see a change. Sue, what is this?
So now I've found out, and this is what it looks like. I don't know this for sure, but when you cancel a load, you lose the load now because it puts it all into a brand new load, and it's supposed to put all the information that of the other load into the new load, and it doesn't even do that. Every time I do it, it's blank. We also cannot save our information like you used to be able to save the load information, like when you type in Copart San Antonio, for example. If you'd never had it in there before, when you go in and type in all the information, there was a button that pushed it to save it for the next time. Those aren't working any longer either. I'm not sure why. 1 minute it'll show up on Janice's computer, and the next minute it's gone. Same thing on mine. I don't know what any rhyme or reason to it is. It is. But same thing when my biggest complaint is, so if you list, say you do an 8-pack on there, and they canceled the load. That means you lost 8 listings because they're now charging you per car. So who's not going to be upset by losing 8 listings? And it's the same thing. Um, if that happened, I think it happened a couple weeks ago. I think I said the same thing. They canceled the load on me. I tried to just push it through as a new listing, not a new listing, I'm sorry, as the old listing to relist it, and it went into a whole new listing again, saying it was putting it on to create a new listing. And when I see create a new listing, to me, that means it goes against your load board, whatever you pay for every month to list your cars as a broker. So your basic is like I think now 50, and then it goes up. When you're in paying like over $1,000 a month, I think it's like unlimited or something like that. I don't even remember what the levels are. I think we've gone over a couple times, but I think it's raised in price as well. So yes, there's another one of my bitches, shall we say?
Well, what's cool is that I guess you still have a place to bitch about it for now.
Right.
Meaning, like, I mean, they're not going to go back. They're not going to, they're not going to change their policy, right?
No,
No.
yeah, I don't know. I
I mean,
I
that'd
don't
be,
get it. I don't understand it, and I
well,
don't
why,
think
why,
enough people are complaining about it
well, but who
to make a
cares?
difference.
Who cares? Let them eat cake. Who cares if the people don't like it? Literally, who cares? And by the way, what people don't like it? Don't
Right,
the dealers are fine with it, right?
right.
The auctions are okay with it. Who has a problem with this? Carriers, right? Brokers,
Well, brokers and carriers.
small
I mean,
businesses.
honestly, it'd be the same thing as a shipper. If you're listing your own cars as a dealership, it's the same concept. They're gonna have a problem with it eventually too, because I guarantee you, when it comes out that they have to pay for more listings because they went over their listings, they're gonna have a problem with it. Anybody would.
Well, now that's interesting. So what happens when, well, so what? So the dealer doesn't like it. So what? Right?
Right.
What are they going
Charge
to
more.
cancel? We're the number one load board.
Right.
What are they going to do? Who
Yeah.
cares, right?
Right. That's the problem. That shouldn't be the way they even look at it or think about it. But we
But
know.
that's right. I mean, but that is right, right?
I
I
mean,
mean,
so far, I mean, that's kind of
who cares if people don't like it?
yes,
Let
because
them eat cake.
yeah, let them.
Let
You
them
need
eat
to make a
cake.
new one that says
That should be the new ad. Let them eat cake.
Yes.
I mean, you know what? If you don't like it, get out of here. And that's
Yeah.
really, here's what's funny. That is, I'm just going to go political, but that is how we're now running the country. That is how we're now running our business. We're just going to signal. Oh no, Joe Biden. Joe Biden's going to signal like it's all about relationships. Just keep signaling that. Giving awards. Oh my God, the amount of awards being given out now. The weirdest, I was talking to somebody about this. We adults used to make fun of kids and their Joe Biden signaling because everybody got an award. That's automotive now. Everybody gets an award. The adults are now the kids that need awards. Oh my God. Because you know what? What else are we going to talk about? We can't talk about how nobody cares. We can't talk about let them eat cake. Let's just give another award. Oh, I didn't get give an award. Thanks for saying hello in the live chat. I know the chat gets lonelier all the time. Stefan Family, he says he wants to sell too. Go in the woods off the grid. Stefan Family asked, why did I blur the company name? Do you think I just was trying to be safe?
Yeah.
You'll notice nowhere in this show am I going to mention the number one load board. I didn't even say the name of the blogger that I talked about. I'm not doing that. No, I don't want your letters. You don't need to pin me to a wall. Don't worry. We're going to go away to just like, like when you bury a time capsule, who digs those up? Who cares? Exclusive logistics of Myrtle Beach. Cake makes you fat. Well, then we'll make you some diet cake. Shh. This guy with his fat cake. 925 Logistics is here. Always making it in. 925. It used to be Carlos Braxton. He was in every show. And now it's 925. 925 has and you know what, 925? You get an award. Okay? Most viewed, what, highest views in 2024? Award goes to, yeah, that sounds like a great award. Highest views? Shoot yeah. We could do top 20 highest views. Or 40 under 40 most views. Yeah. And people will sit around with their trophies. They put it on their resume. I got the ATI 40 under 40 most views award. It's amazing. Oh my God, I'm so good at my job. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I'm not pulling out any more stops or keeping in any stops. Over at Memphis Copart, which never has appointments, that if the car is in the sublot. Uh-oh. Is this rumor? What is this?
No, this really happened. So if you ever try to get an appointment at Memphis Copart,
sounds like a letter.
Knows.
Keep it down. The letter in the mail's coming.
Anyways, so as everybody knows, Memphis Copart is one of the hardest places to make an appointment. That and New Orleans and would be my two ones I hate the most. Anyways, making an appointment is damn near impossible. However, the other day we had one in there for over a week, couldn't get it moved because there was never any appointments. The customer called and complained, and they said, well, because it's at the sublot, you can make an appointment for any time, any day, go in when you want, and as long as you pick it up before 4:30, you're good. So that's something new, I never knew or ever heard about in all this time. So check it if you do, if you have one there and a customer says it's in the sublot, apparently you can do it. And I actually had a driver go and do this. Okay. So it's not unfounded. It's true. He went and set the appointment for the next day, but showed up the same day and picked it up.
Okay, but so as soon as a car gets taken by the wrong person.
Yeah, then it will probably change.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I said that very generically.
Right.
Okay. Ding. Let's see. Oh, I've got... People, you're going to be really depressed when you find out I'm doing another show next Thursday. Pink Cheetah Express filed a lawsuit in D.C. against TQL.
Really?
Yeah, there's your next Terminator Rebel base. Yeah, you're going to go ahead and send everybody home because the Terminator's going to win this one too. Requesting TQL turn over shipment records and enforce MFSA's order. So we're going to talk about this. Now, Tyler's really cool. I talked to Tyler. He's going to come on the show next Thursday. And we're going to be talking about, can you waive your right as a carrier? Like, for example, there are some fundamental rights that can't be waived. I know. It's so Joe Biden. God. Stupid Joe Biden and his civil rights. Well, anyways, this is a situation where TQL's like, well, you waived your right. And the carrier's like, yeah, I don't think that can be done. I think it's a fundamental right. I don't think you can waive that right. Well, so anyways, it's a legal issue now. That's what they're suing over.
Because it's inside the contract, right?
And we're talking about the right to view the broker's record of shipment. So, allegedly, Pink Cheetah Express hauled a load of ice cream. Actually, that's true. It's nice. I like that it's ice cream and not like bullets. It's ice cream. They hauled a load of ice cream. After hauling the load, they said, you know what? We want to see those shipment records. We feel like we weren't paid enough or whatever they felt. TQL said, no, you can't see the records because, and this is my interpretation, because when you took the dispatch, you waived your right to view our records. And Pink Cheetah's like, yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't say that I waived my rights. I don't care what language. And this is where it gets in, as Tyler will point out, some things are unenforceable. For example, if you make a contract, your kid does something wrong, and you write a contract with your kid. Sign here stating that I will never ever do anything bad ever again in my life in perpetuity. Signed, kid. Okay, that's not enforceable. Just because you made that contract doesn't mean it's enforceable. I think it's a basic instrument of law. And I'm speculating wildly, but I think that's essentially what next Thursday's show is about. So that'll be pretty cool. So we're going to do that next Thursday. This is interesting. We'll talk about this for a minute. Somebody posted this again on LinkedIn. I don't know. Posting on LinkedIn is now, unless it's just an award or gratuitous tone-deaf marketing, don't bother. Don't do it. You're just going to get in an argument. Anyways, he posted, confession time, I made my first formal FMCSA complaint on a carrier today. Serious safety incident. And then he goes on, it was a lot. I mean, he fled the scene of the accident, didn't speak English, wearing flip-flops. And gee, I wonder how it got that way. How in the world did things get so bad that this is the average carrier? God, if we only knew how. If you need a dispatcher, we still have human beings in the auto industry, allegedly. Sue is one of them. If you're looking for yeah, I know. Are you taking on new carriers? We'll wrap this up in a minute. You are?
Yes, I am. Oh. I thought Angelo was going to sign up, but I haven't heard from him, so.
Yeah. Well, and talking to him, I was thinking, I wonder if he, starts rethinking his trailer. And then when he gets his trailer, gets signed up.
That may be true too. He said he was sending me over his packet, and I never got anything. And I told him I didn't get it, and he was going to resend it, but I haven't heard anything. But I mean, he could be busy too. I know how that goes.
Well, I'm sure he is busy. And I feel bad. He's like the next generation. I think he's like younger and he's smart, and man, he is going to. I used to see posts. This is actually one of the reasons that I kept doing ATI, was that like in 2018 I would see like car haulers furious about delivering or picking up at the auction. Right. The freaking guard shack, the Joe Biden guard shack, and how stupid it was. Yeah. And just ridiculous. And I thought, well, I want to help. Yeah. I'm going to talk to auctions. I'm going to talk to car haulers. I'm going to try and bring people together. That was such a stupid idea. So stupid. They don't care. I'm gonna tiptoe up to the line here. There is an association or business or whatever, association business, I don't even know what it is, that has created this certification program that includes working with transportation companies. They won't talk at all. They do not want to talk to transportation companies, allegedly. My point is that this whole idea, it was an experiment, it didn't work, of trying to get business verticals to talk to other verticals and learn and grow. I just was at Used Car Week last November, and I was on stage on a panel that will probably never happen again, or at least it'll go on without me, where it was really about change and trying to get people to understand each other. And I think I now see the progression, because what happens is people are on fire for a message, but as soon as people grow into larger positions and things come political, they're duct taped. They can't talk. And the movement dies. In automotive, all these movements are dying. They're dead. They're going to die. It is business as usual. The winner is the Terminator of tone-deaf automotive marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the winner. And that is our show. That is the way to end it. Steph and family, let me know what woods you go to, what grid you're able to get off of. I don't think there are any more grids that you can actually get off of. Exclusive 925. Thanks for tuning in. We'll do more shows about the fall of the whatever, and we'll have other topics. So keep it coming. Yeah. But I now know that the feedback we were trying to give, it's never getting, it's over. Yeah, it's not going to get through. They don't care.
No, because
They
I've
don't
been
care.
getting texts left and right saying, "Hey, what
Yeah,
about this? Can you help us with this? Can you help us with this? This is wrong on there." And da 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 da. And I'm like, it
yeah.
doesn't really do us a lot of good.
No, nobody cares. No, they don't. I mean, listen, I'm gonna salvage some some semblance of order here. The individuals are great to talk to.
Right. Oh yeah.
I really I've managed to have amazing conversations and built meaningful relationships with individuals. But as soon as the individuals take it to the Terminator, it's gone. It's dead.
Yeah.
It's over. No freaking way are we doing anything like that. And I see it over and over and year after year. And yeah, I'm tired of beating my head against the wall. I think I'm going to go fishing. I think I'm going to go fishing, stay fishing. Yeah. You know what's crazy? That's a lot of applauses, but you know, it just felt good. I think that I use the applause button as a crutch for delivering horrible news. Next Thursday will be show 200 that you
Wow.
and I have done.
Wow.
I don't think there's any way we'll make it to 300.
Who knows, Jay? The glass is not half empty.
I know.
It's
Maybe.
half full.
I mean, I don't think so, but sure, why not? And you know, and I also know, thanks, Steph and family, Ants Express, yes, and thanks for pointing that out too. I literally, I've lost the ability to know who anybody is. I can't, yeah, I can't remember. I can't even remember all the shows I've done. So thanks for saying that or reminding me. I'm like Joe Biden now. I'm Jover. I just can't remember anything, and my time is almost up.
Don't get on the
And I'm
wrong
glad
thing.
you love the show. You know, that's another thing. That's actually part of the pain of this is that people keep cranking out a lot of content.
Mhm.
Nobody freaking watches that dumb show. Dumb show after dumb show after dumb show. And I know because I try and I feel sick, you know, just trying to tune in and hang in there. But that's all. It's just tone deaf automotive marketing. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday. Be sure to tune in. And I think I got another show Tuesday night, too. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Okay. What do we
Yeah.
say, office?
Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.